In this video, we're not just scratching the surface. We are diving deep into the secrets behind everything. So if you choose to stick around, welcome to my channel.
Okay, this picture is absolutely terrifying. Yesterday in Australia, this girl drops her phone and it falls in between these two boulders. She then reaches to try grab it, falls in, and ends up getting trapped upside down. And if anyone is getting Nutty Putty cave vibes from this, well, you should. Her friends did everything they could to try and get her out, but eventually, out of desperation, they called emergency services. She remained upside down for a staggering 7 hours while rescue teams used this specialized winch to remove the boulders and then gently snake her out. When she was rescued, she felt dizzy, her head was swollen, and it took a while for her to regain feeling in her legs again. Her phone was never found.
Yo, 7 hours. That's a long time. Damn. I'm glad she's okay because, yo, that was such a sticky situation.
White LED streetlights aren't just everywhere to save energy. No, they have a greater impact than that. Remember those old school incandescent bulbs? They weren't just about the warm, comforting glow. No, they were giving off near infrared light, something these LEDs completely lack. And here's where it gets crazy. Near infrared light is actually proven to help with cellular regeneration. Yeah, you heard me. It goes deep down to the tissue level. Scientists have even found that it can reverse disease in tissues like the retina. So every time you walked under those warm streetlights, your body might have been getting a little cellular boost. That's why it felt so good. LEDs, on the other hand, they cut out that near infrared spectrum. It's like they're giving us the bare minimum, just visible light and a lot of blue light, which actually takes a toll on our bodies over time. Blue light messes with our sleep, throws off our circadian rhythms, affects our mood, and long-term exposure might even impact our mental health. And yet, we're surrounded by it all the time. But here's what I really want to know. Who decided we'd give up warm, soothing lights for these cold, harsh LEDs? Conveniently, LED prices hit rock bottom, incandescent prices went up, and then they were removed from the shelves completely. We all just accepted the switch without really thinking about what we might be losing. They made this switch and most of us just shrugged it off. But don't even get me started on the 5.5G AI-controlled street lamps they've got planned for us. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is just a joke for entertainment purposes.
Yo, what? This is crazy, man. It's like everything that's being done right now is just to be against the human race. Like, look around. Everything has been designed to just destroy us, and this is quite sad. Damn.
A cartoon 20 years ago talks about the true president of Hollywood.
What's this?
Well, from the looks of things, sir, I'd say they are here to audition for the remaining slot in the fabulous super race.
Is this some kind of a joke? A pussycat and a mouse? This show is about crazy stunts and people putting their lives at risk for a big fat prize. It's not a nature documentary. I'll ring call security and have these...
Sir, it's... him. This always gives me the creeps, sir.
He's the president of Hollywood. He's supposed to give you the creeps.
Greetings, your tinseliness, imperious leader of Hollywood.
He's the president of Hollywood.
Wow. What? Just right in front of us, and nobody noticed. I mean, as a kid, I didn't even know that is what was going on. But looking back at it right now, I'm so shocked. Like, what? It was right in front of us, but we didn't see it.
Just created consciousness by growing brains in a jar and connecting them to a computer made from stem cells that were stimulated in a special way to form neural tissue, which grew and eventually formed structures and even brainwave activity similar to that of a premature human baby. They then hooked up this brain into a computer, connecting it into a virtual world where it learned to play Pong completely from scratch. I want you to realize what this means. Like, this isn't a computer bot that was pre-programmed to know exactly how to play the game. same. That's easy. It's an organic brain that they grew themselves that was given Pong with no instructions, and it just taught itself how to play, which is honestly nothing new. That's just AI, but this is organic AI, which happens to learn quicker and is also more energy efficient than traditional AI. It learned to play Pong in about 10 to 15 rallies, when a regular computer AI would take around 5,000. Albeit the computer AI can simulate those 5,000 rallies much quicker, but that takes a lot more computing power, which is sorta our main bottleneck with AI at the moment. Energy. This is organoid intelligence. Take human brain cells, grow them in a petri dish, and then use computers to train them just like AI. Naturally, there are ethical concerns rising, as there is surmounting evidence showing us that these are conscious, like a human. Even the scientists working on it themselves admit these organoids are sentient. They took it a step further and tested out these organoid brains inside real physical robots, feeding them the sensory input of everything the robot experiences. And since the computer chip running it is organic brain matter, this technically by definition is a cyborg. Then there are companies like Final Spark that let you rent server space on these organoid brains, which essentially act like organic CPUs. You can even see live streams of the brain computers you're renting out. And now this next part right here, what they're doing here might actually prove simulation theory. So they have this virtual butterfly simulation that's controlled by the organoid brains, meaning the brains feel and experience everything the butterflies do. Again, the brains weren't trained or programmed how to be a butterfly. Just like they did with Pong, they were just fed the sensory feelings of being butterflies and kind of figured out themselves how to flap their wings and just exist. Much the same way you weren't pre-programmed to walk or talk. You experienced sensory inputs in the forms of sight, sounds, touch, and learned, taught yourself along the way. This is an organic brain being fed computer data to make it believe it actually exists in a simulated world, and it's also likely sentient. This company essentially just created the Matrix for butterflies, and its consciousness is available for you to rent out. And when no one's using it, it still just continues to exist with no human interaction whatsoever. If the brains really are conscious, as the scientists suggest, they're not gonna know they're this organoid computer brain in a lab hooked up to a virtual simulation. They're gonna believe that they really are that butterfly. If that's the case, what's stopping all of us from being our own organoid brains in some lab in a different dimension? Meaning this, everything we see and experience right now is our own simulation that we've been plugged into, except we're not butterflies, we're humans. And everything we do, every decision we make is not by our own free will, but by some, I don't know, fifth dimensional entity renting server space in our brains, just the same way this Final Spark neural platform lets us do. And when we sleep, maybe our idle brain computational power is used for other purposes, which we experience as dreams. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. You gotta sleep tonight. Are we really brain organoids, existing in our own petri dishes, connected to and experiencing a fully virtual simulated world? Because we just pulled it off. And according to simulation theory, if we're capable of creating virtual simulated realities, then chances are we're already living in one.
Yo, damn. We really are living in a simulation. But why exactly are we doing this? Like, why? Stop. Just
stop it. Get some help.
I don't know where we're going with this technology, honestly, because, I don't know, we might just create another dimension somewhere and just,
He is the Emperor of Rome. Rome never died, never faded away. It became the Vatican. What is the Vatican? It is the priesthood of all of the old pagan religions of Rome, built upon the deception that they are Christian. Can man change the orders of God? Can man elevate himself above God? No. Then why did the Pope change the Sabbath from Saturday to Sunday, the venerable day of the worship of the sun Osiris? Why, in the outer courtyard of the Vatican, is there a temple of the sun, an obelisk, and a reflecting pool built as a fountain around the base of the obelisk? Because what we're talking about in Dealey Plaza and in Washington, D.C. exists also in the Vatican. And I'm not trying to insult Catholics, I'm just trying to tell you the truth.
What is that? What the? Okay, wow. What? Is it drinking?
Probably do not know what I just found out today. So I have been on a health kick, and I am actually in the process of doing a cleanse, like a detox on myself. And what I learned today about parasites, because I personally have had an issue with a parasitic infection before, and I'm sure many of us have, but what I didn't know is that these parasites, these worms, they are actually very intelligent, and they evolve just like how us humans evolve. And if you have a parasite, especially if you have parasitic overload, you could literally take on the consciousness of these parasites, and you can in turn have a vampiric energy where you are leeching off of other people energetically just because you have parasites somewhere inside your body. And it just blew my mind. Like, on my channel, I talk about one particular parasite, and I know it seems all very mystical and it's hard for a lot of people to grasp, but this is happening at a lower degree to everyday people. Like, if you have parasites, and if they have really gotten all over your body and in your brain and everything, you are literally, you know, at risk of adapting their personality and becoming a vampiric leech off of other people's energy. And it doesn't stop there. Like, you can actually take on the motives of the parasite and look at people like, oh, what can they do for me, or what can I take out of them? So I just wanted to share that with you guys because I thought it was fascinating. These parasites are literally like baby demons.
Oh, I mean, that makes a lot of sense because could it be a UFO? I don't know. Let me know what you think.
Yeah.
Over there.
Huh?
What's over there?
Where?
It's right there.
There's somebody over there. They ain't supposed to be in our woods. Who is that? Do you see him? What is that? Let's go up here and we'll turn around, all right?
Why was he just standing there? That was creepy.
$1 billion studio. How is that going to make money? What's the business plan? Is it over 30 years? That's my question.
De Niro's 81, isn't he? Like, what? How old is De Niro?
But that's what I'm saying. In the rating system of Hollywood, PG-13, rated R, which rating is the most profitable?
I would say PG.
Wrong. It's G. The children's films that are animated stories like Cinderella are the most profitable in all of Hollywood, and yet they're 30% of the production. So why would the system make 70% of something that doesn't make as much as the 30%? Why? Because it's spiritual. Because the devil runs Hollywood. And he wants that negative 70% to teach your kids all these other things. But the 30%, which makes the most money, is happiness and loving your mom and dad, and they make the most money. Why would Hollywood make less of the most profitable?
Know the word alcohol?
It's from the spirit alcohol.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You knew that?
Yes.
I believe that.
It is.
It literally, kills your spirit and allows demons to come in. You know what I mean? And take over. I 100% believe that.
I can say this since this is our podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely was drinking when I put up the DEFCON tree. I definitely, I had, who's I want to say alcohol I had inside me, but I don't know. Hennessy.
Oh, it's interesting.
Hennessy. It turns us gray. And literally, the demons
just come in. Yeah, no, I was fascinated when I learned that, the history of that, and it's literally because when you drink, you become a different person. It's almost literally like a spirit has taken over you. That's why they call them spirits. Did you know that? That's why they call them spirits.
Yes, absolutely.
Comment your thoughts below.
This literally needs to get to Kenyan people. Like, the rate at which Kenyans consume alcohol, you know what? I know that their time is going to come and everybody's going to realize this, because the truth has always been right in front of our eyes, without even someone else having to tell you. You can observe that for yourself and see how it reacts to your body, and how the next day you start feeling some sort of regret and shame and all that negative feeling.
Insight, because we're subconsciously attracted to the truth. The highest grossing films are always Marvel, DC, movies like that. Every single one of the movies in those cinematic universes contain extreme elements of truth. We have the Hunger Games. Another big one is Star Wars. Star Wars is based on a lot of ancient Egypt truths. They program our conscious minds to believe that these are fake science fiction movies, but our subconscious mind likes seeing these movies because we're subconsciously recognizing them as the truth. So while I do believe that part of it is taunting us and the karmic rule of Satanism, I believe that even more so, it's about selling and creating movies that people like, and they're probably inserting other pieces of programming within these movies. This is for entertainment purposes only, and these are strictly my opinions.
Till you guys pointed it out. I mean, I can see the similarities and then I can see the differences. Like, her boyfriend's nose is a little bit bigger and higher than her brother's nose, which is a little bit lower. And then the eyes, his is bigger than his eyes. I mean, neither one is cute, but what are you trying to say? She's trying to date her brother? Is that what it is? You know how they say little girls always want a guy that's like their father? So is Ariana trying to get a guy that's like her brother? If this was me and someone pointed it out to me, like, I can't unsee this and be like, you know what? I can't date you anymore. That's just weird. Dating someone that looks so much like a relative of yours, a close relative of yours, let alone your brother. Like, oh no, it's a dub.
Yo, that is definitely crazy. I don't know, have they tried DNA or something? These two are so identical. I don't know if that's a coincidence, or maybe they are literally just twins who are trying to, reconnect. I don't know. This video, guys, thank you for watching up to this far. If you've liked this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'm going to see you on my next video. Bye, guys.
Well, outdoor wedding until the 911 call started coming in from guests saying they felt strange. Then the bride ended up under arrest along with her caterer, both accused of spiking the wedding dinner with pot. Jim Murray reports.
Wedding guests cheer as the bride makes a stunning walk down the aisle. The bride is radiant in her beautiful lace gown. The dashing groom looks as happy as any man can be. The lovebirds literally tie the knot.
I feel weird. I feel like there's some kind of drugs in me.
Panicked wedding guests started calling 911. 2 had to be hospitalized. One guy was found wandering and asked police for help.
What would you suggest I do? Well, I would not drive in your condition, so you'd probably want to take like an Uber.
Then cops started questioning the newlyweds. Just look at that grin plastered on bride Dana Svoboda's face.
Apparently, supposedly, your food had cannabis inside of it when your guests eat it. Did you guys authorize that?
I have no idea.
Did you guys authorize it for the catering company? To have cannabis placed in the food, edibles, whatever the case may be?
No, sir.
All the while, the bride looks on, still grinning. Cops also question the caterers.
You guys with catering?
Yeah, we're just putting stuff away.
Yeah, don't put anything away yet.
I spoke to wedding guest Miranda Cady. You confronted the bride at the wedding.
I absolutely did. I asked her, I'm like, did you put marijuana in the olive oil? And the answer to me was an absolute yes, with enthusiasm, as if it was something I should be grateful for and happy about.
She says she feels betrayed.
If you can do this kind of action once, what else are you going to do? I don't feel safe and comfortable having people like this in my social circle.
Police collected food as evidence. Investigators say the lasagna and bread tested positive for THC. As for that lovely red-headed bride, she's under arrest, still grinning, this time posing for her mugshot. And look who else was arrested, the wedding's caterer, Jocelyn Bryant, who police say was in cahoots with the mischievous bride. Both were charged with culpable negligence and food tampering.
Whoa. Damn. I mean, that is what happens when you have the wrong people around you or the wrong crowd. And it's just so sad that she was not surrounded by people who are just like her or who want the same, feeling or who have the same vibe as hers, Yo, what do you think about that? Let me know on the comment section.
Told us about these demon face syndrome people were going to start showing up. Remember, the media told us that. This is famous YouTuber FouseyTube. Check out this weird interaction he had at this bar with this individual over here. This is by any means not a normal interaction at all, y'all. Check this out and let me know what you guys think. From the time he comes sit down, just watch him, y'all. Look at this. He feels the energy. Look at him. Because y'all know how when someone's looking at y'all,
Are you good? Are you good?
y'all seen his eye? Y'all seen his eye as soon as he stood up? Hold on. So y'all, I caught this as soon as he stood up. Watch his right eye. Watch this. Bro, did you guys see how fast that eye jumped up? Independently too, look. What? This thing continues to go on and it only gets more weird, y'all. Check this out. He doesn't say a word. She's trying to speak to him in Spanish and he's not even understanding. Y'all look at his neck.
I don't know.
Just look at him. Just the way that they're talking to him too. Look at the way he stares at the cookie when she offers him it. Oh my goodness. So what do y'all think this is, y'all? This is a weird interaction on all levels. I'm excited to read your comments down below and share this video. Let's get this shift. Peace in.
Watch this video to the end. Elon, what did you just say? TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. Let's go.
See, Memphis, the capital of ancient Egypt.
What?
Right.
What you just say?
Yeah, you're bringing one. Perhaps that's where our new God will come from. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Yeah, I wish that was funny. Yeah, okay, so I want to talk to you about a line. That was funny. Yeah, all right.
Did you just say Memphis is the capital of ancient Egypt? And that's where our new God will come from? Stop playing with me, son. TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. I didn't say nothing. Elon said it. Woo! Shh. Shut up! It's not a game, guys. And why you keep laughing, Elon? That shit ain't funny, bro. You could have stopped laughing. You have the giggles. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game, guys, and I told you this. Elon has so much to say. He knows so much. He can do whatever he wants. And what you thought, Elon? You thought you was the only one plugged into the system? So am I. Stop playing with me, son. And I'm telling you right now, Elon, you better stop laughing when you say shit like that, because people are gonna think you're joking. But I tell you one thing, if I ever see Elon again, and I ask him about this, and he starts laughing, boom!
woman right here next to Kamala. Watch her eyes. Watch it. Watch it. Here it comes. Oh my God. Watch your eyes. Watch it. Watch it. Here it comes. Oh my God.
And that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you've liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye guys.